Okay, we have a question from Fraser. I'm 57 and I like to lift nearly every day before I go to work. For several years now, I've been tracking heart rate variability and resting heart rate every morning after reading one of Phil Maffetone's books, the Big Book of Endurance. It's a good book. I use it to determine when to take a rest day rather than take a rest day whenever a program says I should. That's interesting. So you're letting your body feedback tell you when to take a day off. One thing I've discovered, Fraser, is that if I plan my training well, that those things knit together perfectly. That the same information is the feedback from my body is the same feedback I get from the program. With a crappy program, that's not true. I'd love to know what you think of this strategy. I think it's brilliant, as I don't think it's used much in the kettlebell world like it is in endurance. Thank you, Fraser. I like this. I'll just give you a quick example. This morning, I'm literally one day between road trips. This is the only day off I have this week. I flew home yesterday and I'll fly out tomorrow. So when I went into train today, I looked at my schedule for the flight and I saw that I can Olympic lift tomorrow. Well, my plan was to Olympic lift this morning. But when I got into the gym, I just kind of had that, the flight kicked in, and the flight, the hotels, the noisy hotels, they just kind of added up. So I just said, I'm going to do heavy hands and original strength, and which for me is a recovery day. I walk with the weights in my hands, and I do all the mobility from Tim Anderson. And as I sit here now, I'm like, that was a wise idea. So I wouldn't say you and I do the same exact. I always walk and do original strength on my recovery days because, I'm a mammal and I like to move. But I understand your point. I agree with you. And I think it's good to have both programmed rest, like taking 6 weeks off, 4 weeks off a year, taking Sundays and Thursdays off. I like program rest, but I also like adaptability now, if on the day that you're scheduled to have the heaviest workout of the year and you just don't feel like going, that's a conversation about a lot of other different instruments, but we can, it's the day of the Nationals. You just don't feel like throwing. That we'll talk about that. But if you're doing this, I like it. I think there's real value to it.